Hello everyone, this is In-Game Mars. We're doing another unboxing, another breakdown, another demo. Now this is Trials of Cold Steel, Legend of Heroes 2. I want to point out that this is almost a complete direct sequel from the original first one. Because sometimes these sequels don't really just live up to another one. You could really just play the sequel and really not need to even play the first one. Well, I have to highly recommend that you play the first one before you even consider jumping into this one. Now they do have an options menu for allowing you to get a backstory of the game, and it's pretty lengthy and good fulfilling about the whole story and everything, but I'd still highly recommend you go play the first one because it's on a PlayStation 3 as well, on the Vita as well. So if you're playing this version, you might as well just go get the original version before, because nothing's really changed in this. You're not really missing out too much. It's just a direct sequel to the story. It's continuing off. So it's a very, very deep, enriching story kind of game. So I highly recommend you go to the first one, because I mean, you should. Now this is your typical JRPG. There's nothing really new that's added to this one that's not in the first one. You basically you went to school with all your friends and all that stuff, and then you lots of things go down. I don't want to give any spoilers or anything, but if you do have a complete save data from the first one, you can transfer that save to the second one. Now I don't. It's just your typical transfer over. It's not going to give you too much anything special, but just you get a bonus for at least having data from the previous game. So bear that in mind. That's why more in consideration of getting the original first one if you're not just interested in the story. Which the story is not a bad story at all. It's a really good, interesting story, and this what brings a lot of thought to my mind is that you don't hear a lot of people talk about Trials of the Cold Steel, even though it's a pretty well-made JRPG on the PlayStation 3 and the Vita. And I hear a lot of people say there's not enough JRPGs on this time, and there's not as many, yes, but there are a few good ones, and a lot of seem to get ignored for some reason. Maybe because they're not as graphically impressive, or they're just they're not doing something that brings the wow factor. I don't know. Other than that, I do have to highly recommend Trials of the Cold Steel. It's that good of a game. Now, I'm not a fan of 3D anime polygon characters, but I can bear with it with this one because all the characters have a different, unique atmosphere. They have a very good music and track, and gameplay is really good and interesting. Now, I want to bear in mind that what you're probably seeing in this video right now is a lot of spoilers, so I probably should really put a spoiler warning and let you know right at the beginning. But just bear in mind, this game has a lot of, this beginning part here is a lot of spoilers. So you're not going to really see much in this game because I don't want to ruin anything for anyone. Because apparently a lot of people's not played the first one. So if you're watching this video, stop watching this video. Go play the first one. Now, if you're interested enough to play this video, it's that good of a game, go buy it. Now, I want to highly recommend that you need to go buy this game, because this is one of the last few JRPG runs on the last generation consoles. And I gotta tell you again, I always say this, when you get a game that's going to be the last generation of the last consoles, you really need to get that game, because it's going to get quite rare. Even if it's a sports game, it becomes quite rare. So a game that's really good, has good combat, as well as an JRPG, is going to become extremely rare. You got to look at the Artanelico series and the Manakayama series. They become quite rare and sought after. This is going to happen with this one again. Now, I hope that Xseed will do a port over from the first and second one here to the PlayStation 4 at some point, because people really need to play this game, and this needs to be on PlayStation 4 badly. And I have heard that they are working in talks of the third part to be released on PlayStation 4 exclusively. Now, that could change, and I'm not going to say that's a full fact. I'm just saying that I've heard talk about it. But like I said, there's not much, as you can see in the menus. If you've watched my last video I will provide a link of my last video at the end of this video of the first one. Nothing's really changed. They don't really add anything, really nothing. It's just a direct sequel. If you're expecting some expansive kind of stuff or anything like that, it's not going to be that. It's just basically a continuation of the story, or like a book. Nothing's really changed. It's just a month in the future of all the events that happened in the first one. And there's not, like I said, there's not much else. Other than when you get that knight you saw at the beginning, the giant knight, the Azure Knight, you will be able to customize and put some special abilities and equipments and stuff like that on it. And then you have a motorcycle as well. You can upgrade and put equipments on it as well. Other than that, there's really not much else that's really added to this game. Combat's the same, gameplay's the same. Then strategically placing your characters, using the right abilities for your opponent. Nothing's different. So I don't know what I can possibly say to give you an understanding of what the game is. If you've played the first one, or you've seen the first one, or got some concept of the first one, the second one is just that, but a continuation of the story. And that's not a bad thing at all, because the gameplay was nothing wrong within the first one, so why fix what's not broken? Just tweak it out, maybe smooth it out, buffing it out a little bit, add a few little things here and there, and then there you go. And it's still a good game. I highly recommend you look into these games because they're really, really good. The reversible cover art from the box, it comes with a manual as well, fully colored. This game has very consideration of making you a quality game and a quality case for collectors. So, I don't know what else I can really say. Other than the same characters are all in the game. Pretty much all the same characters from the first one are in the game. And as well as a few new good characters that's going to get involved in the game as well. So, there's that. So, if you're not really fond of certain characters or you really didn't like anything from the first one, this is not going to change your opinion at all. Because it's more of a book. It's going to continue off where the last one left off. So, don't expect something new. And that's nothing wrong with that. I'm glad to see that this game series is going on. And whatever the new one's going to be released on PS4, I hope it makes a continuation of the story. Who knows, maybe it goes something different. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to give any spoilers of what happens at the ending or anything like that. I wanted to get this video out to you guys sooner, but I was trying to figure out how to talk about this without giving spoilers or getting anything, because for some reason a lot of people like to jump to like the sequels or something like that without playing the first one. Yes, it's not my fault, but come on, guys. Play the first one. It's really good. It's not going to be any different than what you're seeing here. It's a good strategic game, good gameplay, good characters. It's got voice acting. There's nothing wrong with this game. So, go out and buy it. If you're a collector, go out and buy it. If you're just enthusiasts of RPGs, go out and buy it. I don't know what else you could expect me to say of this game. So, other than that, go out and buy it. It's that good of a game. And it's just that good of a game. So I'll leave links in the description if you want to buy this game. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. So I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye!
砕けた